Friends, at the heart of India's push for self-reliance, Atmanirbhar Bharat, there is a vision to reduce dependence on imports and establish domestic manufacturing capabilities. So you must be knowing why we are very confident that India will become a Vishwaguru is because India is actually, you take anything, today, whether it is research publications, we are in the top 5. Patents, we are in the top 5 of the world. Startups, we are in the top 5 of the world. Okay? And very important to know that the Unicorn Club in the last 3-4 years, 110 Unicorn Clubs are started by Indians. With a total estimated financial transaction of 21% of the GDP comes from these unicorns. And today you name a company in the world headed by Indians. Similarly, the doctors, engineers, you go anywhere, it is Indian diaspora, ladies and gentlemen. So are you not proud of this? So you also have an opportunity to become an ambassador of India. So to do, all this has not happened just like that by miracle. There are a lot of preparation in the government of India, and particularly institutions, regulatory bodies like AICTE, UGC. So as I told you, 87, AICTE became a regulator. And today, we are actually facilitators. We have programs to upgrade teachers. We have scholarship for the needy. Particularly, I would like to mention one Prime Minister Special Scholarship Scheme started in 2012, where we invite students from Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh to the mainland, ask them to study in our institutions, like you, all of you are studying. They don't need to take an entrance exam or anything. AICTE identifies a college for those students, gives their fees and also living expenses, almost 10,000 rupees per month. And we support them. Why? We need to have an integration. If you even see the Europe has integrated, disintegrated with Brexit and all that. Madam coming from London, she will tell you how difficult it is today in Europe. But in India, we have, even after 75 years, we are together. We are united with all problems. I'm not saying that we don't have problems. We have all kinds of problems. Starting from language, culture, caste, corruption. But as an youngster, when you are graduating, leave all those negative attitudes. That will be there in everybody's life, every country, as long as you're a human being, all problems will be there for us only. But we need to be very positive. So this is the time. We need to be very, very, positive outlook. Look at what you can achieve. So let me say what Swami Vivekananda, is very, very close by he came, Kanyakumari, he was there, and we have built a rock memorial also for him. Why do we say Swami is so outright, upright, very clear? Because when he went to address the world of religions, he met Jamshedji Tata. Jamshedji is such a philanthropist. They were discussing in the ship after his discourse in the evening. He advised Jamshedji, where are you going? He said, I am going to establish a steel plant in Jabalpur. That's why I am taking all these soil. This has happened in 1890s maybe. Okay? Before then, even the 19th century. And he also told them at that time, we need to establish science institute in India. Our children has to be scientists and engineers. Look at the vision he had in 1890s. Then Swami did not leave him there. After he became famous speech after giving in Chicago, he came back and pursued the matter with Mysore Maharaja as well as with Jamshedji. Jamshedji, before he passed away in 1905, that's the time steel plant in Jabalpur started. First steel plant. Okay, 1905. And before that year he passed away, but before he passed away, he wrote a will. He had two sons, JRD and one other one. But he entire property of Tata sons divided into three parts. One to a national institute called Indian Institute of Science. It was never called as a Tata Institute. But in Bangalore, if you go, ask for Indian Institute of Science, nobody knows. They all say, auto rickshaw fellow, at least tell you, if you say Indian Institute of Science, you will take to IIM in Bannerghatta Road. Okay? But if you say Tata Institute, he will take you to Malleshwaram, where Indian Institute of Science, which is #1 institute, research institute in the country. That's where I teach, and I'm still a professor in civil engineering at Indian Institute of Science. I'm on deputation to IIT Guwahati and then to All India Council for Technical Education. So such a visionary person, that means a very powerful position. You are all sitting here, Kumarakoil, very powerful locations. So that's why such institutions can be born. Energy is there. So let me quote Swami what he said. Swami Vivekananda, in his famous speech at the World Parliament of Religions in Chicago in 1893, said, education is the manifestation of perfection already in man. You already have all the qualities, but education brings that out. He believed that every individual, every one of you who are graduating today has the potential to achieve greatness and become a better version of themselves. You have seen your Pro-Chancellor, he is very young. Where did he graduate from? He graduated from your own college. Today he is heading an institution at that age. That clearly shows that every one of you have the potential to achieve greatness and become a better version of yourself through education and skill development. See, many have a dichotomy, whether knowledge creation is the role or skilling is the role. I think for a country like India, both are essential. There are institutions like Indian Institute of Technologies, Indian Institute of Science for creation of knowledge. But what we need to inculcate in every youth of our country is the skilling. Skilling is the key. So I advise all of you to pick up. There are plenty of opportunity to skill yourself. You have to specialize in something. It could be in domain skills, digital skills, or personality skills. Anything, skilling is the key. If you are skilled, they don't look at your marks or a degree. Degree is basic, but if you have a skill, you will get a fantastic job. Okay, there are jobs if you are a skilled person. So Vivekananda at that time is emphasized the importance of vocational education and training. It's very important for us, our kids, to be trained and skilled so that they will be able to do something through their hand. The ACT has set up ACT Idea Labs to encourage such activities. We have 106 places ACT Idea Labs have been created. This year we are going to create. We have IICs, Institute Innovation Councils, at 7,500 locations. Our goal is every college, every institute, every university should have the Institute Innovation Council. Innovation rules the world, ladies and gentlemen. Innovation, every step, innovation is going to rule the world, and every one of you are capable of innovating. So, you should have acquired some skill or a trade they can use to earn a living and contribute to the society. So I urge, if you have that confidence and that skill is there, you would be an entrepreneur. So you will be a job giver than a job seeker. So imagine if you are able to give a job to 10 people, what satisfaction you will get. That's mind-boggling, ladies and gentlemen.